talk today about borrowing money from friends. Did you hear me? Borrowing money from friends. What are the rules around this? What is the protocol? I ask because I ran into this great old friend of mine the other day who was eating lunch, and he was eating lunch with his friend. I'll call his friend Mike. And my friend who saw me said, "Oh my God, Liz, I'm so excited to see you, and I'm so glad because you know what? Maybe you can help us." My friend Mike here is telling me about some problems he's having in his life, and you know, and I said, "All right," and he said, "I know we're not girls." So he proceeds to tell me that his friend Mike has just gotten this terrific job in the last year. He loves the job, loves the work, is getting paid tons of money. But one of the downfalls of this job is that all of the really close friends that he has in his life have been recently asking him if they can borrow money from him. Yep, we are on hard times now. And here's the problem. He doesn't want to lend any of his friends money. And this particular friend, I guess this woman who asked to borrow money, he's got all these feelings about it. He's like, it's not life-sustaining money. It's not for food. It's not for rent. It's for things that he doesn't believe that she should have in her life anyway. She can't afford. Anyway, nonetheless, it doesn't matter. He doesn't want to lend his friends money. So the first thing I told him was the first thing that came to mind, which is my dad used to tell the 7 of us all the time. Let me give you the big rule of thumb on lending money. You don't ever lend money, he said. You give money. If you cannot afford to give your friend whatever amount of money it is and never get it back, then you can't afford to do it. Because once you put lend and loan on it, you know, you can really muck up a friendship. I thought that was great advice. He told me that when I was very young. So I told this guy that. And he said, "Okay, I can't afford to give that to her. Absolutely not." I said, "Okay." So he said, "What do I say?" I said, "Well, first of all, you obviously need a pat answer. Because in this town, you know, everybody's either starving, it's feast or famine. So you need to have an answer. If your general rule is going to be that you're not going to, you know, lend your friends money, then you need to have something you can always come out with." So here was my thought. Here was my suggestion. I said, maybe you could say, "Wow, I think that's very brave of you to ask me, and I wish I could give you the answer you wanted, but if I had that kind of money to lend you, I would have offered it to you. I can't do it. Period." Don't say why. Don't say you're supporting your mother. Don't say you bought a new house. Just whatever. You're not doing it. Guys, we have got to talk about the protocol behind asking your friends for money. I mean, family is one thing, and difficulty of getting an equity line is another, but going to your friends because they have a big job and are making a ton of money? Come on. What do we think about this? I really want to know what you guys think.